as their spawning grounds and precious lives are slowly being destroyed because of over-harvesting and man-made dams. Hi, I'm Addison Shanick, and I am here today to convince you to save the lake sturgeon spawning grounds and their precious lives. After all, they have been around for so long, they are considered a living fossil. First, let's discuss their background and identification. There are 8 species of lake sturgeon in North America. The lake sturgeon are found in the Mississippi River, Lake Michigan, and Lake Superior drainage basins. According to Sea Grant, lake sturgeon have been around for at least 150 million years. They have a lifespan of 82 to 152 years. I wish I could live that long. They have a torpedo-shaped body with long snouts. They can be gray, yellow, white, green, or olive. According to Nature Conservancy, lake sturgeon can weigh as much as 800 pounds. Now, here are the concerns. According to azanimals.com, one of the few predators of lake sturgeon are humans. Destruction of their habitat, including man-made dams, poor air quality, and over-harvesting for their much sought-after caviar, have led to the sturgeon decline. Man-made dams prevent the sturgeon from traveling to their spawning grounds. Sturgeon like to spawn near the Shawano Dam, the Bamboo Bend, and the Wolf River Sturgeon Trail. People have also seen spawning sturgeon near the downstream of the De Pere Dam. They spawn during mid-April to early May. When the water flow is high, they start spawning when the water reaches 53 degrees Fahrenheit. When the water flow is low, they don't start spawning until the water reaches 58 to 59 degrees Fahrenheit. This change in the water flow is caused by hydroelectric power plants. Hydroelectric power plants also reduce the number of bottom organisms lake sturgeon feed on, such as salmon, small-bait fish, clams, mussels, fish eggs, and shrimp. If they don't have enough food and their spawning areas are disturbed, the population of lake sturgeon will continue to decline. If that happens, then other animals might become overpopulated or underpopulated. If that happens, then the food chain might and most likely will be messed up. Air quality and pollution have also played a role in the decline of lake sturgeon. Like most fish, sturgeon require stable, moderate levels of oxygen to survive. Polluted waters have less available oxygen in the winter and midsummer. These oxygen levels may drop too low, resulting in the death for lake sturgeon and other species. Since you know some concerns, here are some things that have been done to try to reverse the declining lake sturgeon population. Since tearing down dams is unlikely, capturing and transferring adult lake sturgeon around the Menominee and Park Mill dams into the Menominee River is a unique solution to assist with the restoration of lake sturgeon. The Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources have stocked fingerling lake sturgeon in the Milwaukee River. They would stock 1,000 fingerling lake sturgeon annually using streamside rearing facilities. The stocking project hoped to identify, protect, and enrich spawning habitats for adults and spawning habitats for juveniles. These programs can be difficult because of the sturgeon's late maturity rate. We can all help improve air quality by reducing the number of trips you take in your car, avoid burning leaves, trash, and other materials, turn off lights when not in use, avoid using gas-powered lawn and garden equipment, keep car, boat, and other engines properly tuned, bike or walk whenever possible. Basically, conserve energy at home, at work, and everywhere. As for the overharvesting, commercial fishing for lake sturgeon is banned in the U.S. Private fishing requires a license, and there are restrictions on how many lake sturgeon can be harvested. In addition, organizations such as Sturgeon Guard have helped to eliminate poaching of the sturgeon. If you see someone doing anything to illegally harm sturgeon, call and report it to 1-800-847-9367. That's the DNR tip hotline. In conclusion, lake sturgeon have been around for at least 150 million years. Their population has declined due to overharvesting, man-made dams, and poor air quality. We can help by working towards better air quality, supporting restoration projects, and following all fishing regulations to keep this living fossil around without all that blubbering.
I'll ask the first first question. So how did you get interested in this topic?
I was researching like stuff to look up, and I saw that lake sturgeon were endangered. I would never think that a fish or a lake sturgeon would be endangered, so I wanted to learn more about it.
She got me with sturgeon. That's one of my favorite fish, and I just wanted to ask you, it's not really to do with your speech, but have you ever held one or seen one up close?
No.
They're gorgeous. I used to think they were the ugliest, but
I've seen pictures of them being very long.
I fished with a friend on the Flambeau River, and we're not fishing sturgeon, and we'll catch them on a number 6 Aberdeen worm hook with a chunk of night crawler, and you know you have them because they'll stay down, and we call it the dance because we're in little boats and they'll drag us up and down the river for a half hour, and then we finally, well, last time we got one, my friend jumped in the river. I didn't know, I thought it was, is it 20 feet or is it 3 feet deep? And because it's tan and stained, he jumped in and he flopped a 60-inch sturgeon in my lap. And we hold him for a second, give him a kiss, and put him back.
My question is, what is something that you've learned that was kind of the most exciting thing that you learned about sturgeon?
Probably that they're in quite a bit of places, like the Schwano Dam and all those other places.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Yeah. Thank you so much.